Hey everybody, how's it going? How's it going? I hope that it's going absolutely wonderful. But we'll go ahead and let's get started, and we'll do that now. Throughout the intro, it's going to say starting at the top of the hour, obviously. We're starting at the end of the hour, but so we're going to be starting in about 15 minutes here. I thank God Almighty, titties and beer. I'm two-legged deer. Thank God I ain't queer. There's two things I love, that's titties and beer. Me too. I said titties, big old titties, titties. Damn right. Titties and beer. Can I get an amen? Why you wanna be like that right there? Just to bring me some of those titties and beer, baby. Some titties, titties and beer. I said titties, titties, titties and beer.
It's a big job getting by with 9 kids and a wife. You know I've been a working man dang near all my life. Keep on working as long as my 2 hands are fit to use. I drink my beer at a tavern and sing a little bit of these working man blues. Well, I keep my nose to the grindstone, work hard every day. I get tired on the weekend when I draw my pay, but I go back working. And Monday morning I'm right back with the crew. Well, I drink a little beer in a tavern, sing a little bit of that working man blues. Sometimes I think about leaving, do a little bumming around, throw my bills out the window, catch a train to another town. I go back working, long as my 2 hands are fit to use. Well, I drink a little beer in a tavern, cry a little bit of these working man blues. Working man, that's a working man like me. I ain't never been on welfare, that's one place I won't be, 'cause I go back working as long as my 2 hands are fit to use. I might drink a little beer in the tavern, cry a little bit of these working man blues.
Hey, is it lagging on y'all's end? Oh wait, looks like it's 6. I got closer to the internet. Never mind.
of these working man blues. I drink a little beer at the tavern, sing a little bit of these working man blues.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
Morons. I've got morons on my team.
But you ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dane.
Yes, I know that.
Every penny and a tattoo right there on her back. She tried to take the whole day. Come on, Judge.
I gotta have more cowbell.
Well, Lottie frickin'
For this simple man, you know my girl ran off with my friend.
Beautiful naked big titty women just don't fall out of the sky, you know.
There's a party going on down the street. I bet the neighbors point their fingers at me. But not tonight, I got a place.
And living in a van down by the river.
Fire down by the creek. Got drinks ice cold, girls red hot. All my redneck buddies headed right to the spot. So jump right in, you know the water's fine. We gon' have us a country fine hell of a time. So load up your trucks and bring all your friends.
I gotta have more cowbell.
Now I know my duty. Stay humble, stay high, blow like who that.
Get off the babysitter.
Better believe that. Them old Creek banks is where I be at. Crack the cold one, sit back and roll one. Redneck shit takes one to know one. Back row gear cans, rattle the drum lines, and you can come along if you can handle the drum guys.
What? You got an idea?
We could make a porno.
Not the idea I was looking for.
But here I stand, beer in hand. 2 hours from now, and I won't give no damn. Ain't nothing but a gamble like dice, watch for the snake guy. Hiding in the grass, that's why I constantly cut mine. I'm making me a path and slowly dropping them landmines. Flame in my hand, let's make us one of them wild. Cranking up the Kid Rock, everybody turning heads. 35s humming.
Sorry I had to fight in the middle of your Black Panther party.
To the county cops, got a lot of haters in a county line zone, but that's so big, cause I'm sitting on my throne. You ain't doing it how I'm doing it, so go talk that lottie dottie. I be
Here's you, here's that, there's you,
chopping
there.
little shitties up in Dallas and Cambo. Rather drive a truck than a brand new Lambo.
Hey, Lord, whatever I done, don't strike me blind for another couple of minutes.
My ears open, heard stories that are ancient to the 10th time they told us. When adrenaline, I know you want more.
I am the clit commander. When it comes down to business, that's what I do.
Rebel flag hat, few scars on my knuckles, cause I live fast always, and I ain't even.
Don't do what they say. Just get off the babysitter.
Well, that's what happens when you see Tyler jump into your live stream and you hit an exclamation point, which has a hotkey set up. So anyway, I guess we're going to start a little bit early. It's going to be echoey because I had to move inside. So I apologize if it's too echoey. How is everybody doing, man? Who all we got in here? We got Tyler, we got Eric, we got Joni. Hope everybody's doing well. I have the RV about 97.3% loaded. It's that last extra 2.5% that really slows you down. And oh, my goodness gracious, my knees gave out Friday night going up and down those stairs, not because stuff was too heavy, except my knees just went, hey, you put on some weight, and really started hurting. And whew, lot of work. But everything that I have accumulated in 58 years, I have now shrunk it down to 3 piles in the garage. So I guess that technically qualifies me as a minimalist. Hope everybody's doing well. Got a couple of things for you. Now, right now, RV is in the driveway. Yeah, let me give you all an update. RV is in the driveway. Did a garage sale last weekend. This weekend, just getting rid of stuff and or giving it to my daughter or Salvation Army, or hopefully try to find things to where they end up in the right hands. So it's been a busy week. I'm either going to pull out first thing in the morning or tonight, and I've still got some business around town. So I'm probably going to be hanging out here for about a week. Not in the house, because the housekeepers came yesterday, and I don't even want to accidentally pee on the toilet lid. But just got a few things left to do, found some more stuff to put in the safety deposit box. A few more things to my daughter, and then date night, except it's our Monday thing. Probably our last one while I'm in the area. So want to get as much done today as possible. And but basically, I think I sold the house yesterday. My dog sitter looks like she brought me a buyer. So before it hits the market, it looks like I've already got it bought. So I'm going to be able to save me a real estate commission, which is a good thing. Hey, how you doing, Sergio? Is it Sergio? Sergio, how you doing? The next stream will be from the RV, and I guess we'll see how the internet service works there. But, you know, update. Dave is having some issues with his car, so I may be leaving before him. So I may be going north to South Dakota just to handle the license plate stuff in person, which is kind of not what I want to do. And then Dave's going to catch up with me, whether it be 2 or 3 weeks or a month. So I may start off going back east because I have a green screen. Hey, Miss Joni. I have a green screen and a lighting setup that needs to go to, needs to find the right home for the next 5 years. And I took a vote, and I need to get that to Kinsey. And Kinsey, the good news is it's only going to cost you a Bitcoin flag. I don't care if it's new or the one behind you, but I'll swap you that for the next 5 years. All right, real quick, a little bit of crypto news, and then kind of give you guys on what's an update on what's going on, even though I kind of just did. Let me switch this to screen grab. All right, and I guess I saw it first in the Chico Telegram crypto Telegram group. Blah blah blah. Sorry, that's what happened. We're gonna cut that out later. It looks like NFY. There was a rug pull of sorts, not by the team, but by somebody who used to be with the team, I guess. Cleared out the liquidity pool, and boy, did that price drop. And for some people, that really caught you in the shorts. Now, we don't do financial advice on this channel, never have, never will, but I'm blinding myself here. Whew, my God. One of the questions that I asked on Twitter this week was, how would your real life be different if you did some things in the real life that you never would, but you have done in your crypto? We'll come back and we'll talk about that here in a little bit. But on the other side of that coin, what are some things, if the bull run is over tomorrow? I don't think it is, not financial advice, but if the bull run is over tomorrow, what would you do differently next time? Next time, what would you do differently? And I started asking myself that during the last extended bear market. And Tyler, since you're here, and you've talked about it, and I've used it as an example before, but you got into NEO, really good price, rode it all the way up to wherever it went, what, $200, something like that, and then proceeded to ride it all the way down. So one of the things where they say a smart person learns from his mistakes, but a genius learns from other people's mistakes. So halfway through the bear market, I was like, all right, I'm not going to do that. I did this time, like I did last time. I'm not going to do that this time. What am I going to do differently? And so with trades and exiting positions and stuff like that, you have to do what's right for you. For me, the moves that I like to do is, hey, I got this much money in. When it makes a good move, I want to get my initial investment out, maybe a little bit of profit. Then it's not as much gambling. I'm not as much YOLO as some of you guys are. Your entry price is so important when you're making trades. But I would say more importantly, is your exit price. So if the bull run were over tomorrow, perhaps next time, start taking profits a little bit earlier. I know that Tyler did that this bull run. That way it just takes the pressure off of you. And if something like this NFY thing happens, now this is what, a year and a half later, then you don't catch it up the shorts. For me, on something that was working like that, and I told you guys several different weekend streams, once a week, man, I was selling rewards only. And pretty quickly had the initial investment off the table. And then went to every 2 weeks, I was and just selling rewards only. So for me, when NFY crashed several months back, I didn't feel it. I hate it for the folks that were all in and hadn't been taking profits. And again, I don't say that to go, see, you should listen. I don't say it for that. I say it for the next bull run. Make sure that you're taking profits. I'm still selling rewards on this one every now and then, but since this price dropped, ain't no sense in selling rewards now. I'll just let them go ahead and continue to percolate. But the same thing with OHM and the same thing with Clima. Next time, learn from what you did wrong this time, and then during the next bull run, put those lessons into context and come back and see what you guys are talking about. Let's see, howdies, lots of howdies. Yeah, I thought NFY had died quite a while ago too. I just been selling rewards. But yeah, for the most part, it's dead, but it's good for a couple $100 a week. That's gas money, if anything, right? Other than that, crypto-wise, I mean, Tyler made some good calls on Bitcoin and what's going on and why the rise. He talked about Terra Luna and buying that Bitcoin, and now finally it hits the headlines 3 weeks after Tyler told us about it. What's the Bitcoin price going to do this week? Hell, I don't know. Is it going to go down? Is it going to go up? I don't know. Let's see what Magic 8 Ball says. Let's see, Bitcoin up, or is Bitcoin up this week? Magic 8 Ball says Most likely. There you go. All in. Everybody go all in on Bitcoin. Magic 8 Ball says it's going up this week. I would sell at the high point in my portfolio. Yeah, I mean, there comes a point where you need to, you just need to not be as emotional, and you need to be a little bit more logical. And when you're up 3x, could you be up 300x? Yes, but you're up 3x. Take some money out. Not financial advice, but just takes the risk out of it. And for me, at least, it helps me sleep better because I'm not waking up all the time if I'm overextended into a project. Crypto wise, what else? Tyler talked about Z yesterday, and he showed on the Z portal what was going on there, which is nice. Crypto news, I didn't really see much. Except here's this article finally 3 weeks after Tyler told us about it. I didn't really see much going on there. Just didn't really see that much. So one of the things, and I did have some NFT questions. And Tyler, if you're still here, maybe you can help me wrap my brain around this. We talked about centrifuge and turning real life assets into digital assets. So my original question was, okay, the RV, how can I turn the RV, how can I turn the motorhome into an NFT? And then I started thinking, that's the question I've been having for a while. And then I thought about, hey, you know what? Because I've been thinking about some artwork to put on the RV. And you can see right here on this tweet, I got some blank space here, here. And I could do it like a NASCAR and put something here and put something here. It's not necessarily what I want to do. There is a company, they're out in Cali, and they got another place and do what's called a wrap. Because if you look here on the back, there's a big spot right there. Big spot, big piece of canvas. Now, I've talked to this company, and they can do the full wrap. If I just give them a mess load of artwork, they can put it all together very professionally. They also say if I were to bring it to them piecemeal, I could do that. This right here, this canvas right here, I've already commissioned Full Metal Magdalene, or at least we're talking about it. She asked me what I was looking for, and just like on the channel banner here, I gave her an idea of what I was looking for, and then just said, "All right, well, you're in charge of that." But and so I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I know that I have a couple of geometric form NFTs. Those I don't have to pay anybody to put on there or buy them or offer them free space. But I put out a request to digital artists. Hey, if they just want to have their shit part of this and rolling down the highway, get in touch with me. I've had a couple of people that have gotten in touch with me. But I was thinking, if I were to do all that, and one day if I wanted to sell it, then I could sell it as an NFT, just make this one that I put here the NFT that represents the whole package, the RV and all the other artwork. That way the artwork would convey as well. I don't know, man. I don't know how to do that. But if y'all got some better ideas than that, because maybe I'm just scratching at an idea. Maybe I'll have something better. I don't know. Let's see, Goni. I hope Z to keep going and help me achieve some financial freedom. I hear you, my brother. I hear you. Moonbeam and Loop Ring. Okay. You need Chico Crypto to sign in somewhere on the RV for sure. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, as a matter of fact, and Tyler, if you're still here, part of of what I commissioned or what I'm asking Full Metal Magdalene to do for me, there's an homage to Chico Crypto, to Tyler in the, I said, this is what I'm looking for. There's an homage in the artwork. So Tyler, you're going to be right there on the back of the RV traveling with me, a little homage to you within the Full Metal Magdalene's artwork, if we can get things worked out the way we wanted to. So I'm really excited about that, really excited about that. So, but let's come back and just generically talk. Just generically talk about just to generically talk about this right here. What would you have done differently if you approached real life the same way that you trade crypto? Now, again, you guys can post answers if you want to. I'm not over there on that screen to look. This is more of a rhetorical question. And you know, take that step, dream that dream, take that dare, because you don't want to be asking yourself, where have I been all my life? No more excuses. Just fucking do it. What are some of those things that you would do? I would tell you, man, take that jump. Ask that girl out. Think about a new career. Maybe not a new job, but a new career. Think about those things. My daddy used to say, whenever you wake up and you say, damn it, I got to go to work today, that's the day you start looking for a new job. Whenever you wake up like that. So Goni, sounds like you're already there, my brother. Sounds like you're already there right now. But not necessarily here in this stream, but ask yourself those questions. If you say, damn it, when I'm trading crypto, I'm like this. I got balls of steel. I do this. I do this. And when it comes to real life, I'm just a meat motherfucker. And I'm always complaining or whining or bitching about what that guy has in real life because you were too chicken shit to do it. What would you do differently? What would you do differently? And you know, again, this channel has never been about financial advice. I always try to help you zoom out and put things in the proper perspective. And if that's helped you, I'm glad to hear that. Look at this. Can y'all see this? I don't know if any of y'all follow me on Twitter or not, but look in the air. See that? Whenever y'all hear me having a hard time breathing or sniffing and all that stuff, I say it's the world's worst allergy. Look at the pollen being, that's not in super slow-mo or anything. That is in just with my iPhone. You can see that pollen coming out of that tree. Ugh. One of the main reasons I'm getting out of Central Texas. Let me come over here and see what you guys are talking about. Let me scroll up a little bit. Buenos tacos, Carlos. ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está, enchilada? Oh, I'm not awesome. I'm just one of those guys. But what are we going to be doing but thank you so much. Putz, I really, really appreciate it. And Carlos and all you guys. Quarter Crawler, Goni, appreciate all you guys. Hey, Ahmed. So from the road, what will we be doing? We've got a couple of little ongoing bits that we're going to be doing. And we're gonna have a lot of fun on the road. I'm gonna be doing a lot of drone video, and we've talked about that before, and y'all can look here throughout the channel, and you can see some of the really cool drone footage that I've taken just while practicing. We're going to do a lot of drone footage, and that's what I'll have going on in the background when I do streams from the road. That's one thing we're going to do. We're going to have a couple of comedy ongoing bits that we're still working out on. But for the most part, I've already hit all 48 states in the lower 8, and they have these little maps where you can, after you've been to a state, you put the little decal of the state there and you color them all in. So we're going to hit all 48 again, plus we're going to do Alaska. So we're going to hit, over the next however long, we're going to hit 49 states. And if you guys want, make sure you sub, make sure you follow me over on Twitter. And you can go to all 49 states with us over on Twitter. I'm at ScottyP1063. But we'll fill in that map together, see some beautiful sights, talk about life, talk about crypto. You guys are going to be a lot more plugged in on the crypto than I am, because a lot of the places I go just ain't going to have internet. But we're going to have some fun and see some things. So, and then a lot of it is going to just be doing passive income in the interim. I'm not even going to worry about it. One thing that I may be doing is getting one of those satcoms from Z and attaching it on the back of the RV. And doing some staking there. Miss Joni, have you seen, other than a long mathematical equation, what the extra rewards are for having a SATCOM versus regular staking with Z? I mean, it's only $1,000, and if it's worth it, I'll throw it on the back of the RV and let it do its thing, because evidently all I'm supposed to do is point it at the stars, which is cool as long as there's no slashing involved for when I'm way out in the middle of the sticks. I've asked that particular question about 7 or 8 times, and I've yet to get an answer on it. Let's see. I'm glad you made it too, Ahmed. Thanks for the boomer wisdom. You're very welcome, brother. But again, keep in mind, we don't do financial advice here, and I am just as full of shit as everybody. So, like I said, a smart guy learns from his mistakes, but a genius learns from other people's mistakes. So next time, just don't find yourself in one of those cults, and don't be in one of those when you're up 700 or 800%, and you hold on to all of it because you think it's going to go to 8,000%, you lose the right to bitch once you stick your head up your ass. Not financial advice. Appreciate it, Sir Jack. What else is going on, guys? What else is going on? You're getting ready for your SatCon, should be getting it this summer. Interesting. Well, good luck, man. Good luck. Miss Joni says, if you have a dream, chase it, because your dream won't chase you back. You're absolutely true. You tell a girl like that. But you're absolutely true. Because, or as we used to say in sales, Dave and I, should I ask this? And some more of the timid salespeople, they're like, should I ask this? Well, have they said yes yet? Well, no. Well, no, you already have. You already got no as the answer to that. Go and ask. No, you already got. So do those things you want to do. Chase those dreams. Because one day, man, one day you're going to all look back. And what do they say? You don't regret the things you do. You regret the things you didn't do. Miss Joni says her thoughts are if Z does what we think it'll do, any extra rewards will be great. Interesting. Interesting. All right, I'll order one then. I will order one. That's what happened to me with climate. You see? Whenever you start, you just gotta, when it starts feeling, maybe not cliquish, but when it starts feeling cultish, it's time to start selling some. It is. You still can't leave. Oh, wow. Vax passport. The Vaxports, huh? I thought that they loosened those up. Interesting. Well, when we do Alaska, if they haven't lifted this silly Vaxport requirement, we're just going to take the ferry to Alaska to go do Alaska. It costs more to do that way. It costs more to do that way, but I don't got to worry about getting jabbed, and we can just flip off. We can just flip off Canada as we go by on your behalf. Airports still do? Wow, that sucks. It looks like airports and airplanes, at least here in the United States, are going to drop the mask requirement. Why? Because it's an election year. And people are finally starting to catch on. In the intro, actually I cut it off. Damn it, I accidentally cut it off. But in the intro, there's that quote from Steve Martin, the jerk. And the guy's trying to kill him, and he keeps shooting, and he's a bad shot, and he keeps hitting cans. First it's oil cans, and then it's Coke cans, and Nathan Johnson is going around going, he hates cans, stay away from the cans, everybody, stay away from the cans. When obviously he's trying to shoot him, not the cans. And that's such a good analogy for what's going on with the media, and how about this for a segue, and especially what we see in an election year. And we think about how COVID affected the elections, and the recount and court and this and that, and now we've got the war. And even though gas prices and grocery prices have been skyrocketing for the last year, 18 months after some of the legislation's effects on the economy, which are killing the economy, which means it's killing you and us. Now all of a sudden, Putin's fault. They're calling it Putin's price jump. No, this ain't has anything to do with the war, but not to get that way right there. But watch this. Stay away from the cans. While everybody was talking about Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, and that was in everybody's tweets. And that was in everybody's conversation and arguments and this is that. Did you see what happened that night? The FBI came out with a press release, and they do it late Fridays. Usually they dump it in. It's called Take Out the Trash, because it doesn't get picked up on Saturday because people don't buy the papers on Saturday, maybe not on Sunday. And then Monday comes around, and then there's a new news cycle going on. But did you see what happened the night of the Oscars when everybody's talking about Will Smith slapping Chris Rock? The FBI lost Hunter Biden's laptop. Lost it. Oops. And it's not covered in any of the media because there was one channel that was the only one covering it all along. It just blew me away. It just absolutely blew me away. And nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about it. The laptop that would have, if the story had not been suppressed, changed the outcome of the 2020 election. And also allegedly has information on it that would lead to Biden's impeachment, this time for something real. My goodness gracious. Let me go back up here and see what they're looking at. Let's see. Find a pharmacist who will give vaccine. What? Pass and no vaccine. They're out there? If the mask requirements are dropped, you'll fly again. Hopefully to Moab. Hey, and I don't know how we're... I don't know how we're looking. Let me see if I can find it. And Moab just is the area that I think that I want to be in spring or so. And some of you don't know where it is. It's real hippie. Let me get it here so y'all can see it. It's a real hippie vibe to the place. And I kind of got cheated there. I kind of got shorted on Moab because that was the day that I was driving straight through Utah and most of Arizona to go pick up Dave on the trip a couple of years ago. But check this place out if you guys haven't Googled it yet since we started talking about it. This is Moab. Now there's a whole lot of places where you can do boondocking out there, basically where you can camp for free. I can park the RV for 2 weeks for free. And I just started thinking, how cool would that be? We could do a get together in some place like this and hang out and commiserate and enjoy each other's company. It's just such a beautiful place, just such a beautiful place. I just thought it was something that you guys might like if you've never seen it before. And I haven't got to see it except from the interstate while driving down. My sister used to live there for a while. Let's see. Well, I hope you do. So yeah, anyway, I was calling it Chico stock. Climate was all red flags all over the moment that stay anonymous. I don't have a problem with Climate, the team. I think I've shared with y'all several times in the past. I kind of got nervous anytime that I hear anything about energy plays. So for me, I'll make the money and then I'll get out. The problem with the problem with that type of tokenomics and everything, obviously when the rewards are great, your holdings are getting diluted, and then just the price went to shit, and then everybody started panic dumping and the rewards went to shit. I don't think there's anything wrong with the project long term, but they followed Ohm in their rewards reducing the same way that Ohm did. I think it'll be fine. I took a bigger haircut there than I wanted to, but hey, is what it is, right? We dropped the mask requirements on the 1st of April. It's awesome, but it feels strange 2 years. After the 2-year terror, yeah. Well, again, they drop it now because there's here in the United States because there's people bitching about it, and we're in an election year now. We're in April, so 6 months we have the election coming up. It looks like Congress, both houses, are going to flip, which means that the executive branch won't have the rubber stamp to get things through. Unchallenged, which is nice. Good thing the laptop has been copied more times than the FBI can count. Yeah, right? It just blows my mind. Congressman Matt Gaetz entered a copy of the hard drive into the congressional record. Yep, I know that. That was part of the thing I was going to say earlier. How genius was he to do that? Oh, never mind. Here it is. Still holding my climate. Yeah, bought yours about 100. Unless you were some that were buying when it was at 3,000, you should be good. My opinion, not financial advice. You should be good on that. Especially at $100, you should be fine if you just going to throw it in there and let it work for you and forget about it for a while. Not financial advice. But here, I can show you. So it looks like this first week, I got to finish packing out the RV here, so I'm going to be wrapping up in about 20 minutes max. I'm going to be heading down to New Braunfels is where I'm going to park the RV just to get it out of the subdivision to show respect to the HOA, but mainly my neighbors and other people that might be trying to sell homes, especially if my house is sold already. Then the rush part is over for emptying the house, even though most of the stuff is down already. And I can change gears emotionally, but get it out of the subdivision and at least start doing some practice runs back and forth. I may sleep here every now and then. Yeah, I mean, there was so much money. I killed it on OWN as well. I mean, OWN was a life changer for me. OWN made a lot of things possible now, in the past, but also in the future. But got to make sure you play it smart in those things, even in the cult coins. The RV is it's a leprechaun. It's a Coachman leprechaun. I did a video here where I showed the inside, which is funny because it's got 273 views, the most in quite a while. Mainly because you guys still like titties and beer. So she may be a recurring spot on there as well. But one thing I was going to tell you, and Kinsey's not in here. Where'd it go? But there was a video did. Here it is. The DeFi party redneck style. And it says 1 year ago. Actually, I think it was in 2020 when during the summer of DeFi. Wasn't that 2020? Yeah, it was. Now, in that video, and I'm not going to play it because there's a lot of copyright music in it, and I don't want to have to do any editing in this one. But there's a clip from Crypto Culture, Kinsey's video in there when he's talking to Andre. Well, not Kinsey, but the interview is with Andre Cronier or whatever. And the interview basically said is, hey, we found a new Ponzi. It's a government token. That was 2 years ago. I kind of give my opinion on DeFi, and it's like, hey, what we're calling DeFi today is not true DeFi. The way it's set up right now, it's not sustainable. There's no way. But when Andre came out and outright called it a Ponzi, I thought that was pretty telling. Now flash forward 2 years, and now the guy is out of crypto. Thought that was pretty cool. But you guys should check that video out. I think you'll. I think 2 years after it, I think you'll go, wow. Scott and Kinsey may not know everything, but they nailed that one. They nailed that one to the T. Kind of proud of that one. I'm not going to replay any of it though. But yeah, make sure you're covered. Make sure you're covered. Chris Rock deserved a good slap. He was promoting the jabs. Was he? Or was he promoting choice? You know what? I don't remember. Yeah, what am I towing? Oh, I think I started down that path, and I don't think I excuse me, I don't think that I came back and finished up on it. The RV, it's not a trailer, it's a motorhome, so it's self-contained. I think my daughter is getting my car, and I'm going to buy a Jeep to haul behind us. A Jeep. Hang on a second. I hear doors closing. Let me make sure nobody's going into the RV real quick. Hey, how you doing? No, we're good. It's my neighbor. The hell were we talking about? Oh, so may just be trading in the car for a Jeep, because with other vehicles, when you haul it, you have to have the wheels off the ground. You can't just do like the old cars where you hook it up and take the front wheels off and pull it behind, because it's all-wheel drive, this wheel drive, that wheel drive. So if we were to haul Dave's vehicle behind us, got to have all four wheels off the ground. But with a Jeep, you can disengage it. So I think that's the way that I'm leaning. I may just go buy a Jeep to haul us behind us. That's one of the reasons that I'm sticking around for another week close to town, just to finish up business with civilization. Also to find out what the word is on my buddy Dave's car. Find out what's going on. If you decide to run a lab in the RV, count me in. I'll start studying. We are going to be in Arizona in the desert, but we won't be cooking any meth. Sorry. Eric, the insurance on it is not bad. Number one, because, well, I paid cash for it. I didn't finance it, so I don't have to have full coverage. Yeah, I got... I'm more than covered, and since it is home, if it does get destroyed, I'll be able to get it replaced. But what I did prior to purchasing it, now if you're a U.S. citizen, this is RV purchasing advice. You may want to look at, it might be Oregon, but Montana has 0% sales tax. South Dakota has 4%. Here in Texas, we don't have state income tax, but sales tax is 8.25%. So what I did, for two reasons, is a few months back, drove up to South Dakota before I bought the RV, because there's a process that you can do there in South Dakota. You spend the night in a hotel, you come over, you take the receipt, you give it, that's proof. And now, so basically I did those steps. I'm a South Dakota resident, got my South Dakota driver's license. Then when you go to buy the vehicle, for me, it cut my sales tax in half. But the other part of it is it also cut insurance in half. And then bonus, they don't have annual car inspections. So if I leave it licensed here in Texas, excuse me, if I leave it licensed here in Texas, I have to come back every year to do the car inspections to register it, and I don't in South Dakota. So both insurance-wise and registration-wise, I was able to save some costs there by being a South Dakota resident. But not bad, Eric, to answer your question. Not bad. Boy, that pollen is really starting to get me. Excuse me. Well, we've almost been on an hour. We haven't really talked much crypto. But do any of y'all have any ideas on that NFT thing? If y'all do, and what I might be able to do to turn a real life asset into an NFT or an asset like that. If y'all got any ideas, I'm all ears and belly. But you guys got any other questions here? No, I'm not a genius, brother. Trust me. We studied and studied and studied that, and it just made too much sense. That's why we did a little quick 1 week road trip up to South Dakota. What else? So yeah, I mean, guys, it may be a couple of weeks until I'm back doing this. I'll probably drop some drone videos or some other stuff. Just got to get used to where everything is when we get out on the road. So I'm not, okay, where is this? Where is that? Well, I have a better idea on where things are. But are there any cryptos that after I get packed and settled in, if I turn on the computer later tonight, that I ought to be looking at as far as you guys are concerned? Y'all got any tokens that you want to talk about? And I'll give the floor to you guys for the next 15 minutes. If you do, and I know there's a 20-second delay, so let me go back and make sure I didn't lose any comments. But yeah, what do y'all think about Moab, about if we were to do a crypto stock in Moab? Wouldn't that be pretty cool? How do you get so much TNA? There was a story in the NFL, and I want to say it used to be Walter Payton. Every time Walter Payton, or it might have been Barry Sanders, but every time he scored a touchdown, turned around and handed the ball to the referee, whereas everybody else is practicing 25-minute steps and all these special slams and stuff like that. And somebody, there was an old football adage that said, act like you've been there before. I would say with anything, like to combine it with the earlier thing we said earlier, know you already got. So number one, act like you've been there before. No, you already got. So if you're asking, should I ask that girl out? The answer is yes. No, you already got. Hey, would you like to go out sometime? I think it's and it's not, no, dude, I get more than some, I get less than some. It's not a dating site. I think really the answer is the first thing that I'm after with anybody, even if it's a beautiful girl, is number one, make the connection as a friend and have fun in real life. But I don't get so much. I just have a lot of friends that are really good looking sometimes that y'all get to see. If that's playing it down a little bit, there you go. Jonah, let me answer the question below you first, and then I'll come back, and I already got you up on the screen. So JJ Digger, am I still in tech? No. When they had the delay, if you remember that when they came out and announced their delay, and they gave you the chance to back out, but made sure if you back out, you don't get the rewards. I said, you know what, I'm backing out. So I got all my money that I put back into it out, and I walked away with it. I couldn't even tell you how it's doing. Couldn't even tell you how it's doing. I'm not watching. Is it around? Did it ever release? Yeah. No, that's not it. Yeah, I guess that's the question. Did it ever come out? Did they ever release it? All right, so let's look at OLTs. Let's look at Jonah's request here. I know absolutely nothing about this project. It's been out since July 2018. When is this? So it had the good run when everybody did, looks like. I don't know, man. What's the daily volume on it? Okay, so I mean, for me, the first thing I would look at in this situation, it's you got 1.5 million in volume. So if you get in, can you get out? That's one of the first things that I would look at anyway. One ledger, what do they do? So is this one of those blockchain in a box, it looks like? Kind of like website designs it here, and they give you a shell and you just fill in stuff and then you make it your own. Is it kind of like that? I mean, that's what it looks like. Making sure that I had you on the screen here. Get started, find the tools, develop, kind of looks like a blockchain in a box. I don't know, man. I mean, hopefully it's at what, 6 cents now. Hopefully you're up on that. It's not anything that I would go into, especially at this point in the cycle. I don't know, man. With all the devs out there, I mean, real devs, is blockchain in a box something that's needed? I don't know. Now, I've said all this for a couple of minutes here, and I may be completely off base by looking at it, but for me, I wouldn't do it. But if you're up, man, hallelujah, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. No, they are still delaying. Oh my God. Oh, I'm sorry, JJ, if you didn't get out of it when they gave us a chance. I hope that works out for you. Hey, Jax, how you doing, Jax? Saw some pictures of you jumping onto the couch. Crazy kid. Crazy maniac. Joni, I hope you and your family are doing good. Now, I will tell you this, Miss Joni, if I do if I do the eastward part of the journey first, because Dave's departure is going to be majorly displayed, I will come down and do the Florida thing, and then I'm coming up there to your area, and we will have some fun. I just need to find out what's up with Dave here first. Oh, thank you, MS1. Appreciate you. Wow, I can't believe they have it right. So what are you eyeing these days? Wish I'd turn on to stepping early enough. Brilliant idea. Wow, okay. I don't know anything about it. Oh, GMT? This is John K. and Steppenwolf coin. Magic carpet ride. Okay, so what? Okay, so it's an exercise play to earn. Okay, interesting. Interesting. I mean, it's not something I would do in real life. I wouldn't use the app, but man, so many people looking. It does sound like a good idea, actually. For it, wow, 2 billion in volume in 24 hours. 2 billion in volume. So Binance is the number one, and okay, so 1.4 of that 2 billion is Binance. So I guess we can assume wash trading. I mean, it's not something that I would do, especially with the market cap that high already. And again, depending on where you think we are in the cycle, would be a huge part of that determining thing. But quite frankly, it just looks like the trading bots are in charge of it now. I had two, and let me take it off the screen here for a second. I had two different things that were my, and again, I threw very little at them, but there were two of them that I made a play at. Not because I think it's the next Bitcoin or anything, but I thought that they were unique ideas, and then so I'll finish these, and then I'll go ahead and wrap it up because I'm running low on battery. One was this. Now, they did win a parachain slot. This, I don't know if it's Noodle or Nodal. I took advantage of, I got in on this one. And if you don't know anything about it, again, this is one that I thought sounded cool, is one I'm going to hodl till the day I die. Nope, I'm going to get in, I'm going to get out. But this basically, I guess that France is all over this, where the park bench or the street lamp or this or that or whatever can act as a can act as hotspot material. Take a look at that right there. It's actually pretty cool. That's one that I did, not financial advice. I got in on the early sell on that one. And then this is one that I did, again, not because I think it's going to be so great and wonderful, but because I like the concept, and it's got a lot of the keywords in it. So even if it's something that ends quickly, I threw a little bit of money at this and the private sell, where you can browse, buy, or rent all the hottest virtual real estate NFTs in the metaverse. One-stop shop for metaverse, virtual real estate, one-stop shop. I thought that was cool. Those are two lottery pick thingies that I did. And you're asking, what do you got your eye on? I mean, other than the normal, those were two, hey, Jack, how's it going? Those are two that I made a play. When you ask me what am I, oh, it doesn't feel like wash trading. It just looks like it. And when I see it on Binance, I get concerned. Thank you, MS1. I appreciate you, brother. Right? Doesn't it sound like mass surveillance? Doesn't it? It really, really does. Hey, Jack, now I may be doing the Florida swing here in a couple of weeks, so I'll know within a week or so, but I need to go ahead and end this and finish loading up the RV and get out on the road. So I'll be back in touch with you, but I may drop some of those YouTube shorts. I may just do stuff on Twitter for a while because it's going to depend on where I'm at and what the internet reception is there, and we won't know what's there until we know what's there. So we're going to go out and see what's there. You haven't bought yet either? Yeah, I don't know, man. Whenever I see just all the volume on Binance, I automatically am skeptical. I just don't trust those bastards. Oh, that one's built on Sol, huh? Interesting. Built on Solana, huh? Interesting. I want to say that Whitley is also built on Solana. One of the reasons that I don't think that I'm going to hold on to it for long, I'll do a quick flip on that, but that's me, not financial advice. Good evening from Belgium. Hey, Alexander, thank you so much. And yes, Jack, we will definitely cross paths and hook up this particular time. So I appreciate all of you clicking in. We will catch up with you soon, and I'll holler out at you. But thank you so much for all your support, love, and everything throughout the last couple of years. I appreciate you very, very much. And we're not going away, but we are going to change, and I think you'll like the changes that we're going to be doing. All righty. So we will talk to you next time. Sunshine, lollipops, rainbows, unicorns, and all of those good things to you and everybody that's important to you, and even the people you don't like. They deserve it too. Y'all take care. We'll talk to you next time. Vaya con huevos. Much love, brothers and sisters.